So now we're on to task 7, learning intention and success criteria. You'll create a reggae composition with a melody, skank and riff, and your success criteria. You'll be successful if you can create your own reggae composition in G major and include key features of reggae music. So, starting your composition and choosing your chords. You will now be creating your final composition based on the tasks we have covered. The next few tasks will make up your final composition. So we've done tasks 1 through to 6 that will help build a foundation, and you'll be using the information from those tasks to use in your actual composition, but here is where we're actually going to start it. In your jotter, copy out this template. Ensure there's enough space in each bar. You might want to do this over a few pages, and it's always best to do it in pencil. In class notebook, there's also access to a printable version of this, so if you have a printer at home or if you're working in school, you might want to just print it out instead of copying the template out into your jotter. If you're copying it out, it should look like this. You have 8 bars of music, and you've got enough lines for a melody, skank, and your bass riff as well. Your melody and the skank or the chordal bit is in treble clef, and your bass riff is in bass clef. And make sure that you've got your key signature in as well. Once you've done that, your task is to decide which chords you would like to use in each bar. You should always start and end with chord 1, which in our case is G major because we're in the key of G major, and remember that is the first chord. If you want your piece to sound finished, you should use chord 5 or D major in bar 7, and then as it says here, you're finishing with G major. In the other boxes, oh sorry, I've skipped a line. Insert the chords you have chosen into the boxes above the melody, as shown in the example below. So once you've chosen your chord, you can just pop it into the box. And I've just written here what we've suggested. So you're starting and ending with the chord of G. So I've just written G in the boxes. And I want my piece to sound finished. And in order to do that, I'm putting my chord 5, which is D here, in bar 7, and then ending with chord 1 again. In the other boxes, you can use chord 1, G major, chord 4, C major, chord 5, D major, or chord 6, E minor. So you can use any of these other chords in these remaining 5 boxes. Look back to task 4 to check which notes go with each chord. You might want to play these chords on an instrument or a keyboard app to help you decide what order you want them to go in. So for example, you might want to start with G major, and then you might decide, maybe I'll try C major, so I'll go from G to the C, looking back at task 4 to check what notes belong in each chord, and then maybe I'll think, I don't really like G to C major, so I'll try from G to D major, or G to E minor. It's totally up to you, there's no right or wrong here. So now you're ready to complete task 7, choosing your chords in class notebook. This pretty much has the same information as the sway. And here is the template where you can print it out. Once you've completed this task, upload a picture of your work here and make sure that you hand it into the assignment.